season crawl already. We're starting off the freaking intro again. Like, this is probably the first time in a while that I started the intro of a second video with another intro. That's like playing, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm playing the intro twice, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Hey there, people of the internet world. It's Kibatu, and welcome back to more Let's Play Bomberman 64. So, as I said last time, I was going to show what those orbs did that we got from Stage 1 to Stage 3. Well, it doesn't really affect anything. You can just do something cosmetic-wise. If you go to the custom area of the game, now we're playing on this file here. This is when the file that we got our 20 cards in from beating stages 1 to 4 of Green Gardens. Now here you can just customize your little Bomberman character. Now whenever you start off in any playthrough, you always start off with the night accessories, which is this. So this is what you start off with every time. But the orbs that we got from Green Garden, they give us this. All the orbs really are just simple cosmetics, and that's really all they are. They don't really change anything, they don't do anything different about them. They're just there. So, yeah. It's not all that disappointing, because it's a thing still, but it could have been better. But with that said, let's go ahead and get back to where we were before, huh? And now that we're back here again, we're not doing Green Garden, but this time we're doing Blue Resort, which is our next road that we're going to be doing, because why not? And I'll tell you, this is probably some of my favorite stages in the game, just for the cosmetics and the music alone. Like, there's good music in this, and this is one of them here. Starting off our journey in Stage 1, Switches and Bridges. There's going to be a lot of switches and there's going to be a lot of bridges, but there's not going to be any stitches. There's definitely not going to be any beer, you know what I mean. Alright, so Switches and Bridges here. This is pretty linear in comparison to some of the stages that we've been doing already. But it's, there's still a little bit more, there's still a bit of a puzzle aspect to this area here. Like, for example, if you're doing this in hard mode, well, I'll get to that once we beat the stage here. But for now, let's just continue on here. Kick this little ball to that guy. There we go. Alright, so Switches and Bridges here. It's a relatively simple level, as I probably have not said. It's like it's a long level, but it's a relatively simple level, and it's one that I still really like. But this is another one where if you don't know where you're going or don't know how you're doing things, this stage can get you really easily. Like, for example, this bridge up here. Well, crap, now I can't get through. How about if I place a bomb up here? Nothing. But what you have to do is that you make a charge bomb or pump-up bomb and then toss it. There we go. That's more like it. Before we move on though, these butterfly enemies here. If that'll hit, no, it won't. There we go. There we go. Those butterfly enemies drop some hearts, so if you ever need a heart, you can just get some from the butterfly there, so that's nice. Better than eating them, at least, huh? I mean, I know a certain dragonfly would eat those to get us some more hearts, but that's another game for another time, if I ever do that one. Excuse me. Alright, so the gold cards in these are actually relatively simple in comparison to some of the costume parts. Costume parts. Ooh, jeez. Alright, before I move on here, I need to do this. These cannons here, these are another part of the cannon. They just shoot at you wherever you are. But if you throw a pump bomb at them, you can destroy them. I don't think you can destroy that one, though. I think it's too high. Let's see, I think these give us our remote bombs, which will be very useful later. Now, let me get rid of this guy up here. To deal with these annoying cannons up here, at least. Let's see, that's better. Okay. so let's see here. What can we do around here? We can do a number of things here, like just keep going to the bombs, whatever. What's also on this guy here? I squished him. Okay, so some of these buildings around here, excuse you, some of these buildings around here, they have a small window open, and that guy just spurted out of that building there like it's a spawner. Well, what do we do with spawners? We get rid of them. And we just caused a house fire and a house explosion. Now everyone is homeless now. What a shame! But that's what bombs do, right? 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 That's what bombs are meant to do, right? Well, how did that count? Interesting enough. Alright, so before... you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and go to this one first because it's right here. So, this area over here, it's interesting enough because I never knew this area actually really existed before I actually, like, took a good look at this area here. But what you're supposed to be doing here is that you see a bridge over on the other side over there. Well, you're probably thinking, I guess I have to put a bomb over there. Like, get a bomb over there and then explode this area so I can create a shortcut. Well... not really. Like, I saw this for the first time and I flipped out when I first saw this. It's like, wow, that is ridiculous! Like, how are you supposed to know that kind of thing unless you actually, like, look it up? Like, back in the day, if we didn't have the internet, when we only had to follow some guys, whatever, this sucked. This sucked to know, because you wouldn't think like that when you're just a small kid and you're just trying to figure things out, like, basically. Like, they don't teach you this kind of thing. That's the thing about it. And that's the thing I've already said before. You have to teach yourself some advanced skills in order to get by in this game. Like, there are some advanced things. Oh, hi. There are some advanced things that you have to learn about this game that doesn't teach you right off the bat in order to get to get as far as you can. Alright, so that's our first card. Easy peasy. And that's about it for this area here. So now we can head back to where we were before. Blow up that guy. Just make sure he didn't drop a gold card for us. Alright, so another thing that we can do, you see this spot over here, and then I probably have to go over this way actually. Let me just get rid of this guy here just to make sure that he doesn't bother me. And this guy. But yeah, if you put the camera over here, you see that there's a spot right there with an explodable little block there. It's like, well, what the heck? How do I even get up there? Well, once again, this game wants to teach you. It's trying to tell you that you need to learn some advanced techniques in order to get by. So, this is another form of ladder, like we did in, stage 3 of Green Gardens, but it works a little differently. So what we do is put a bomb right there. You can see it right there. We pick up a bomb, and then we throw the bomb, and as we throw the bomb, we plant another bomb. So as I throw it, I'm going to plant another bomb. So once I do that, it pushes me up here. So there you go. So you need a total of 3 bombs at least. And preferably remote bombs, because I don't think you'd be able to get up here fast enough without you being exploded. But yeah, there you go. That's how you get up here. And what's our reward for coming up here and exploring up this way? Another custom part. I say custom, but the menu says custom, not costume, okay? I'm gonna refer to it as custom. So, bleh. Sue me. Alright, so let's see. Over here is a switch. Ooh, switch. But don't press it just yet, because if you press the switch, you'll... What is it? What do? You will bring up the wall, which will block up the water, and that will make a dam, which will make the water fill up to, like, right here. So before you go and do that, before you go and actually, like, 25, before you go and just destroy this, not destroy, but before you go and go Beaverman up this place and make a dam, instead, if you go over here before we put the water up, find a lot more enemies, first of all. Freaking gun guys. Okay, so over here, just gotta be careful. Explode this box, and there's our second card. Now, if you now, as I said before, if you push up this, if you step on the switch before you get that gold card, you would have to reset this stage and do it all over again, because the water will not ever go back down once you press this switch. There's our fourth card. Alright, so now we press the button. And as you see, we just built the dam, and as you can see, there's water here. And when you know it, if you touch the water, you die. So let's not do that. Instead, we're going down here, because we built the dam, now we can go down this way without any problems. You can kill this thing, and you can get it down to the ground if you really wanted to. Oh, I was waiting for it to explode. But yeah, you can just destroy that thing, whatever that thing is, but I don't think you get anything from it. It's like nothing that you wouldn't get from anything else. Like just whatever. Let's see, this is our super bombs, which will be useful in a minute here. Let's see here. Am I forgetting something? Like, I'm just trying to think here. Get here. I'm just trying to think here. I don't think we're really missing anything yet. If I am, I'll go back and actually take a look around and make sure. Because I think we only get... I think we already got our stuff that we already need, so I think we're good. Let's see. You. Yeah. Build this bridge here. Actually, if I build this bridge over here, no, it just brings it back here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alright. Well, let me go ahead and hit this switch over here. To lower that down so I can cross through this path and go talk to Sirius. Because he's super serious, don't you know? Alright, so what do you got to say for me this time? Altair's three subordinates named Regulus, Artemis, and Orion. So he has three soldiers that they all do, so So Sirius was the soldier we fought in Green Garden, so I think we're going to fight one of them here. Like one of the subordinates here. Oh, there's our next custom part. Did we get our... Oh shoot, we're missing a gold card. Crud. Well, oh, wait a minute. Shoot. Darn it. What did I miss at then? Well, at least we got the custom part since we're just missing a gold card then. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go take a look around then. So I'll meet you guys when I find it. As soon as I'm able to find it. Oh, of course, right freaking here. Of course, the one I thought that you couldn't destroy at all, you can destroy, and it in fact had our freaking gold card. Go freaking figure. Well, it's probably a good thing I got the super bombs anyway, because the super bombs, you can just toss a small one and then you're fine. So, we're good that way. Okay, so, toss that in here. Get rid of that guy. Alright. So all this to go all around the whole stage, just to hit this switch here. This switch gives us progress. Yay! Fun times. Alright, so get rid of this guy out of my way. This is my bridge, mister. You don't get the chance. Hooray! Well, that was easy enough. Okay, so I cut out my first time thing, but as I said in the previous thing, which I didn't, I said, but I didn't show it or whatever, I'm gonna go back and do stage 1 again. But this time, I want to show off how to get through this one properly, because I know I said I was not going to show this off, but this stage in particular, in hard mode, right now I only have 13,000 seconds to get through this whole stage, which alone, that doesn't sound too bad. But in hard mode, you only have 60,000, like 6,000 seconds. So, you really need to find a way to get by this whole stage in 6,000 seconds. Like, you need to find a shortcut of some kind, because 6,000 seconds, that's not enough time for you to get by through this whole entire stage. So, let's see if I can show this off properly and do this right, because last time I tried to do this, I flopped, so the same ladder we'd used before. Darn it. Nope, that ain't working. That ain't working. That is not working. Yep, that ain't working at all. Alright. So, let me just try this again here. Now, you can do this with just a regular, normal mode, but... Oh, jeez. This is taking forever. I'm sorry, this is taking forever. Oh, jeez. Give me that. Okay, try this one more time. There we go. There we go. Just hold up to get up here. There we go. Alright. Alright, yeah. Alright. Well, this probably isn't the best way to show how to do this, but I think you may only actually have 8,000 seconds. I may have to actually look this up and see. But, for those not really wanting to try and go all the way around the whole stage to get by and do this, this is another way to do it. This may not be the fastest way, but it works. So there you go. There is another way to do this, and it involves the boxes and bomb jumping, but you would have to do this without any, like, upgrades to your, like, bomb explosion, whatever. So, there's that. Okay. So, with that said then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now, because why not? So, stage 2 of the Blue Fortress? Or Blue, yeah, Blue Fortress, I think, but Blue Fortress. So, Sirius mentioned that he had, that Altair has 3 minions, which I think were Artemis, Orion, and Regulus. So, I'm pretty sure we're gonna meet one of those guys, like, right here, because patterns. So, let's go ahead and meet one of Altair's men in action. I'm sorry, I was under the impression that I was fighting a man! Well, I guess I was wrong. Let's see if women can be just as strong. Alright, so we are fighting against Artemis here, and fighting against Artemis is pretty much like fighting Sirius. Like, it's pretty much the same concept, that you have to hit her with the big bomb. You have to be careful with her though, because those diamonds are really dangerous. There we go. Hit her once with the big bomb. That gives us 2 bombs. I think you have to have it explode, have her get hit by the explosion, and that counts as 1. And then you just have to defeat her. Woo! Okay. About Artemis's gimmick though. She will fire 3 diamonds, and she will fire in 3 directions. In the 8 directions of north, south, east, west, and northeast, southeast, whatever. She will only fire 3, and you just gotta stay out of her sight to stay safe with that. Other than that, it's a really simple fight. Like, these fights here, they're really, really simple. Like, really simple. And that was the boss fight. Yay! Well, that was pretty well done, I gotta say. So... excuse me. So, with that said then, I think that's a good time to go ahead and end this properly, without having a big introduction in a way. We actually managed to get through a stage and a boss, which, that's how I really would like to get this done, so that big giant intro was just time consuming, so yeah, we're good to go. So, next time, we face off against Stage 3 of the Blue Fortress. I wonder what we're gonna run into here. More fortress stuff? I think so. So with that said, this is Skibatu. And until more cannons, more bombs, and more explosives than freaking Knuckle Bay can handle, goodbye to you. Laters!